If you've ever been on a project, you know the buzzwords, right? Agile, waterfall, Scrum, Kanban. It's just endless. But what if the real secret to getting things done isn't about picking the one perfect, magical methodology? What if it's about understanding a few fundamental ideas? Well, today we're going to cut through all that noise and look at a powerful mental model we're calling the Project Trinity. Man, this quote from the business novel Critical Chain just hits different, doesn't it? It feels a little too real for a lot of us. It just nails this universal feeling that projects are inherently, fundamentally difficult. No matter how many fancy tools or processes we have, that sense of being permanently behind schedule is just everywhere. And what's our first gut reaction when things are running late? Come on, you know it. We throw more people at it. But as this famous chart from the Mythical Man Month shows us, that's a total trap. It's something called Brooks's Law, and it basically says that adding more people to an already late project just makes it even later. Why? Because all the new communication and coordination and training, it just grinds everything to a halt. And that really gets to the core of it, doesn't it? We have literally decades of brilliant people building frameworks, creating certifications, designing software. So why does it still feel like we're just running in place so much of the time? What are we missing here? Well, here's the big idea. The answer isn't to go hunting for yet another new process. It's to take a step back and look at the underlying physics of how work actually gets done. Real success, it turns out, comes from mastering a mental model that balances three essential and sometimes competing forces. All right, our first pillar is all about finding the flow, and this is a huge mental shift. It means we have to stop obsessing over individual tasks and start managing the entire system of work itself. Eliyahu Goldratt, the author of this incredible book, The Goal, gave us the perfect analogy. Any project, any process you can think of is like a chain. It's a series of steps, and the strength of that whole chain, it's only as strong as its single weakest link. Now, that weakest link has a name. It's called the constraint. We usually just call it the bottleneck. And here is the absolute key. Every single system has one. It might be an overworked team, a slow approval step, a piece of buggy technology, but trust me, there is always one single part of your process that's setting the pace for everyone else. So that leads to the million-dollar question, right? If you want the whole project to go faster, where should you put all of your focus? Do you try to make every single step a little bit better? The answer is so simple, it's almost profound. You focus only on the constraint. That's it. Any effort you spend improving something that isn't the bottleneck is basically an illusion. Think about it. If you make a step before the bottleneck faster, all you do is create a bigger pile of work waiting in line. The only way to speed up the entire project is to improve the flow through that one single weakest link. Okay, but a system of work is just a machine, right? It's nothing without the people who actually power it. And that brings us to our second pillar, where we focus on the human element, the actual engine of any project. You know, a core lesson from classics like Peopleware is that people are not just resources. They're not chess pieces you can just move around on a board. The chemistry, the trust, the shared understanding of a team, that's a massive success multiplier that you can't ever capture on a spreadsheet. The authors of Peopleware have this fantastic term for this phenomenon, a gelled team. This is that magical state that you've probably felt before. It's not just a bunch of individuals who happen to be on the same project. No, it's a truly cohesive unit where the group's output is way, way bigger than what the individuals could do on their own. They have this kind of unstoppable momentum. And the difference is just night and day. On one side, you have a simple collection of individuals. You get high turnover, a very short-term focus, and work is, well, it's just a job. But on the other side, you have a gelled team. You get this incredible cohesion, people actually enjoy what they're doing, and they build this momentum that feels like it can power through anything. The real goal isn't just to staff a project, it's to create the conditions for this to happen. So, now we have an efficient system, and we have a gelled team, but where are they going? What's the point of it all? That leads us to our third and final pillar, giving the entire effort a clear and compelling purpose. This right here represents a huge shift in how we think about projects. For years, we were obsessed with deliverables, the what. Did we ship the product? Did we produce the report? But now, the focus is shifting to outcomes, the so what. Who cares if you ship the product if nobody uses it? What good is the report if it didn't actually help anyone make a better decision? That's the question that really matters. Now, this idea from lean and agile thinking sounds kind of weird at first, right? Maximizing the work not done. But it's actually the key to achieving those outcomes. The goal isn't to be busy, it's to achieve the desired result with the absolute minimum amount of work necessary. When you start chasing outcomes, it forces you to constantly ask those hard questions. Is this feature really going to help the customer? Is this meeting actually necessary? It's like a filter that gets rid of all the waste and focuses your team's limited time and energy on the things that truly, genuinely matter. Okay, so we've got our 3 pillars, we have an efficient system, an energized team, and a crystal clear purpose. Now, let's lock them all together and see the Project Trinity. First, you need this system. This is your flow. It's that clear, unblocked highway for delivering value. It's the stable foundation built around its one biggest constraint that lets everything else work smoothly. Next, you need the engine to actually drive on that highway. That's your people. The cohesive, empowered, gelled team that powers through the work with trust and real momentum. And finally, you need a destination, a North Star. This is your purpose. That's the clear, compelling outcome that directs all that energy and makes sure the system is producing real value, not just, busy work. Because flow without purpose is just wandering around efficiently. So here it is, the whole model in one place. You can think of it as a constant balancing act. You are always fine-tuning the flow by managing that one true constraint. You're actively nurturing your people to build that gelled team. And you're constantly clarifying the purpose, keeping everyone laser-focused on the outcomes that matter, not just the outputs you can check off a list. And really, this is the ultimate takeaway. Success isn't about becoming a Scrum Master or a waterfall expert. True project mastery is the art of dynamically balancing these 3 forces: flow, people, and purpose in the messy, unpredictable reality of your specific project. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. The next time your project feels stuck or slow or just off, don't go reaching for a new process chart. Just stop and ask yourself, where is our weakest link right now? Is it in our flow, our people, or our purpose? Because the answer to that question will tell you exactly where you need to focus.